Gauges are a great way to visualize data. So we can create a gauge to visualize the cell phone usage for those in our analyst position. Let's look at the first 5 analysts and create a gauge to visualize how many minutes they used on their phones at the bank last month. So let's go into Insert Apps, and that is where the free app for gauges is located. Once we click on our gauge app, we are prompted to click Insert Gauges to select the cells you want to visualize, and then use the Settings button to modify the gauges. So let's insert our gauges. And let's look at the cell phone usage data of the first 5 analysts, so our pictures don't become too cluttered. And we can make these gauges a little bit bigger. So here is our template to begin analyzing our first 5 analysts and how many minutes they spoke on their cell phones. Now let's go into Settings, and we can change the minimum and maximum value and set color ranges for green, yellow, and red that are more reflective of our data set. We can display them as showing a numeric value, showing numeric ticks, and also change the theme and the look of our gauge. But how can we do so? We shouldn't do so at random, so let's look back at the analyst position. Now, to create a more reflective gauge, let's go look at the quartile function. The quartile function is located in the function menu, and you can see it returns a quartile range for the data that we have, or it slices our data into 4 pieces. So let's highlight all the data, our cell phone usage data for all of our analysts, and then let's look at our quartiles. So if we type in 0, we find that the minimum cell phone usage is 41 minutes. For the first quartile, the lowest 25% use 479 minutes or less. The median value in the middle used about 512 minutes. The 75th quartile, the third quartile, 75% used 547 minutes or less, and the maximum is 885. So now we have an idea of what to plug in for our settings. Now in my settings, I'll change the minimum and maximum value to reflect our database, a minimum of 41 minutes and a maximum value of 885 minutes. And I'll let the green range represent the first quartile, about the 25 to 30% marker, between 41 and 450. I'll let my yellow range represent between 450 and 547 minutes, and my red range, the upper range, the most cell phone usage, is between 547 and 885. And I like these settings that I have. So let me go back and finish off our analysis. So how might we interpret this data? Well, as you can see, for our last gauge, our analyst spoke about 120 minutes, and that's in the green region. So maybe that's in the low range set by management. As you can see that in our sample of 5, our one analyst here spoke 704 minutes. And you can see that is in the red range, but maybe represents excessive usage, depending upon management's reflections regarding cell phone usage by their employees. So this is another way to visualize data using various ranges by color in order to accentuate or highlight diversity, in this case by cell phone usage, on behalf of employees.